Carl and Damon here from Brrrrains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for short. And they made what into a TV series? Viva Pinata, finished with fun. Finished with fun. It's the final episode, folks. We're actually here. We made it. It's episode 26 of season 2. 2 segments as always, variations on the theme park and Masters of Klutz. Aired May 18th, 2009. Look, got to give you advance warning. If you had any hope, I mean, I presume you didn't, if you've been watching along with us and watching these reviews, I'm going to presume you knew, as I expected, we weren't going to get a finale here. Similar to the Donkey Kong Country, I don't think they planned these shows to end. I think they were just like, nope, not being renewed for a new season. Don't bother writing anymore. And whatever. Plus, the random nature of these writings, how could there be an ending? All right, in an ideal world, right, go look at Donkey Kong Country. Go watch our reviews of each episode of Donkey Kong Country. If you remember the penultimate episode of that, where it looks like Donkey Kong's going to be leaving to become king, that always felt like that could have been a really good final episode.
Yep.
We felt, and you said it a couple of times, that perhaps wouldn't it have been fun if they actually wrote what would have been a finale, so to speak. And all it is Fergie getting sent to a party finally. And the last shot could be Fergie being launched from the cannon and shooting towards a pie. Yeah. And that's how it ends. You ain't even got to make a big thing of it, but it just sort of puts a line under it.
Or him going to a party and going, do you know what?
This wasn't so bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, this wasn't so bad.
It would have been perfect.
Yeah, like even after they bring it, don't even show Fergie going to a party. Just, we finally got him and then have Fergie coming back in pieces going, you know what, guys, that wasn't so bad. I think I'm going to enjoy going to parties, right, future.
Yeah, that's it.
You know? And then you can even do like Langston going, right, well, when you're back together, Fergie, we'll send you to another one. And Fergie going, oh no, or something, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But truth be told, we end it in we end the show in flat fashion. Yeah. We really do, as we begin with segment 1, variations on the theme park. It's the final episode. One that features a brand new character, because that's what we need at the end, called Rodney Raisant. He is opening an amusement park named Rodney Land, and the Raisant community is very happy. They're all having fun, but that ends when Hudson ruins it by digging them up as he's opening up Hudson Land. He's unaware of what it did, because of course Raisants are very small, and Hudson doesn't even see them.
Yep.
Rodney is not to be dissuaded though, and rebuilds Rodney Land over and over again, but Hudson keeps wrecking it as Hudson Land expands in size and scope. Technically, this is a Hudson segment again.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
The Raisants gather to find out what has been causing so much chaos, and in a meeting they try to work it out. First, feet are blamed, then knees, before the giant pinata is revealed. Rodney does a big speech about fighting and stopping their enemy. Paulie, Fergie and Hudson are walking through Hudson Land as everyone else is enjoying it, up until the boss and Langston get in a roller coaster that isn't finished. That confuses Hudson, and we see the Raisants remove the track and have started to cause more trouble around the park. Now it's Hudson's turn to have a meeting with Quackberry, revealing who is responsible. Hudson tries to confront them, but communication is a problem. Both sides end up trying to communicate with music, the theme song, the Viva Pinata theme song, and eventually Quackberry reveals that the long-winded bit is just the word hi. Sick of all of this, me and you both, I was like, God almighty, this one's not working. Hudson decides to call them. He ends up speaking to Rodney and the truth is revealed. Hudson is sorry though and comes up with the idea of creating something that works for everyone. It ends up being a show that allows both sides to see each other clearly and marvel at the size differences. Alas, the microscope gets caught in the sun and the Raisants start to burn, which the Pinatas are completely unaware of. Finally, we see the boss and Langston in space, with the former still enjoying the ride. So that's weird. With the Raisants all burning to death, which is weird, and the boss and Langston in space. That's all I can say.
Yeah, very odd episode. That said Hudson doing something that he's never done by being, I don't know, sharing.
I mean, I guess it happens every so often, but it just, there's nothing here. There's nothing of substance. It ain't interesting. I didn't care for it as a segment. Which brings us to segment 2, Masters of Klutz. And to put this in context of what we're about to experience, these might be the shortest amount of notes I've ever written. Because it's a karate competition that's taken place. A Petunia Press-Tail is killing it. Nobody can beat her. Paulie is impressed and suggests that if they learn Petunia's style of fighting, which is mostly dodging, they can fend off kids at parties. They go to see her but learn that her style, Petunia Fu, is exclusive to her, and she refuses to teach them as they need to find their own style. She insists that they a house sit for her and she might teach them some things. They agree and figure it will be easy, but it doesn't take long for things to go wrong. Fighter after fighter comes to the house wanting to fight Petunia, the owner, and Fergie and Paulie get wrecked. This goes on for ages. They decide they need to start training and they end up coming with their own style that they call Klutz Fu. This, of course, turns them into overconfident pinatas, and we get a montage of them training more and more to their own Klutz Fu soundtrack. Another fighter comes along, and the confident gets them in trouble, with Paulie being launched into space where he sees Langston and the boss still on a roller coaster. That was weird to have a segment cross over like that.
Yeah, it's first time, yeah.
Like, to have an actual thing like that cross over. The house gets wrecked, coming down on their opponent, and they amass that person to reveal it's Petunia. She reveals that all the fighters were her and it's part of her style. She asks them to train her in their ways and they are delighted. Until she reveals that she is lying and she attacks them for destroying her home. What the fuck was this?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if I'm more disappointed because it's the last segment, like the last new segment of Viva Pinata I ever watched, I will ever watch, or you'll ever watch. But that was so blah.
Can only think, like you said before, like they had no plans to end the show. It just happened.
There's nothing I can really look at previously, and like I said, that's fine. I'm not mad at them for doing that, but it does make when you know the end is coming, and it's not even like it's a fun segment. It's just two bad segments, two nothing segments, and it kind of ends the show on a wet fart.
Yeah.
Which I guess brings us to the summation of Viva Pinata. Look, we've done 26 episodes, 2 seasons. So that is overall 52 episodes. But 2 segments in each. So it's 104 segments of Viva Pinata. It's too much. I regret starting this.
Yeah.
I do. Because I've not enjoyed it for a long time. It's been a chore to get through. The lack of consistency is fine because we're in Donkey Kong Country, but it's the fact that by doing 2 segments, it never really felt like any episode got going. Never any episode had anything interesting. Having good segments here and there does not make up for the amount of just, you know? And even then, I'm probably praising those segments more because I'm so sick of everything else around it. Here's the thing. It looks great. The voices are great. The animation's done well. And there's good ideas here. But how this got stretched into what it did and how it survived as long as it did blows my mind.
Yeah, I mean, after doing like Donkey Kong and then going to this, I said we were pleased towards the end of Donkey Kong.
Yeah, of course.
But this will I can't see anything getting worse than this.
It's right. I mean, I think there will be worse.
I'm sure there probably will be.
I think there will be worse. Right now, this is the one that I dislike the most doing.
Yeah, I mean, we've done things like that bloody Link TV shows.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was bad. But...
Yeah, but we never. But even that was 10 episodes or 12 episodes, and we did them all in one. We didn't. This has been different. We've done. In theory, by the time you've get to this point, this will have taken us one whole year. 52 episodes. That's 52 weeks.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know what I mean. So like, that's insane. It really is.
Yeah.
But that's Viva Pinata for you. I don't know. I'm glad to be done. I find this episode a flat way to end it, but I'm not unhappy to be finished.
No, and it's even more disappointing because from what an amazing game.
Yeah.
And I'll
always love Viva
Pinata.
Pinata. Yeah, it hasn't changed my mind about the game.
No, exactly. But I will never ever watch this again.
No, this is a one and done. Because the problem is, it's not even like I could. Like, I thought about, what should we do some tier lists of ranking episodes and segments and characters? And truth be told, I couldn't work out what to do. We can't do episodes because we won't remember anything.
That's the problem.
Like, tell me, like, they all will blur into each other. We would have to spend so long reading notes again that it would be no fun to do. I thought about ranking the characters, but then I was like, what are we ranking them on? Likeability? So I mean, none of it works. So we're just going to end. We're going to end Viva Pinata here. We're ending this show. Obviously, there's more to come. We'll have new shows in the future. We currently got other ones going on at the same time as of the time of recording. So that's it. But we are done with Viva Pinata, and we're happy to be done.
Yeah.
What do you think, though, of this episode? Episode 26, Variations on Theme Park and Masters of Klutz Fu, and the show overall? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at GBHBL. Just search for GBHBL and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.